Hi guys, and welcome back to our Scowl. Today we're talking tools, we're talking tricky jobs, and we're talking how to do them yourself. We're moving into summer, glorious day here, and summer to me means one thing: vermin. I've had all the dirty little bastards you can think of in my gaff. Rats, mice, squirrels, wasps, cats, dogs, foxes, woodpeckers. I even had a badger here one night. Angry sods them. So today I will be answering all your questions and how to deal with the lot. So if you post your questions in the comment section, I'll get to as many as I can. At risk at sounding like a Boy Scout, you got to be prepared. I'm not knocking Boy Scouts. I was one once. Me and Bear Grylls both. And he bites there's the snakes for fun, doesn't he? Legend. That's all you're gonna need. As much as we might like, we don't have animal traps, pens, nets, snares, cages that the big dollar pros have. So I will be giving you a quick look inside my essentials box and telling you what basic items you will need to get started. Claw hammer, fantastic multi-purpose tool here. Once you hit something with this, stays it, worth its weight in gold. Got this down the car boot for £2. This is a 16 ouncer, and with gold weighing in at over 1,400 an ounce, I'm quite clearly quids in. Next up, tent pegs. Got these at the car boot too. If you have to evacuate your property because the infestation is serious and you got nowhere else to go because no one will have you in, quite frankly, camping is your best option. Torch there, just in case the electrics. Nice. Quite light, quite bright, just in case the electrics are condemned. Got a selection of sprays here, can come in handy. Can get specific sprays for different pests, but a top tip from me: if you go and get a selection of cheap deodorants from your local shop, cheap lighters, oh, got yourself a flamethrower there, maybe some gloves. Let's get into some questions. I can see a few coming through as we've been chatting. First one from Bry Guy 85. Is it illegal to kill a barn owl on your property? Full disclosure, mate, I'm not the RSPCA, I'm just an average Joe. And I don't take no crap from anybody, especially owls. They're a bit poncy, aren't they? Nothing wise about spinning your head around. If it were me, Brian, I'd shoot it and bury the body. Keith in the morning says, how do you stop a dog from humping your leg? I take a no-nonsense approach to this. And Keith has also said, you pick it up and suck his No. I wouldn't advise that, Keith. Can't condone that. Maybe that's an attempt at humour, but no, it's no laughing matter. Dog being aggressive or sexual is bang out. And while we're on that, they say that if a dog bites you, you're meant to stick your finger up its rectum. I got into that myself once. Got into a bit of bother with the owner. Meant to release the dog's grip at the time of biting, and should not be used as a punishment after chasing the dog across the park. Next question, Barbara Collymore. We've heard activity up in the loft that we think is mice or rats. What shall we do? Quick answer there: poison. Throw it down. Let them tuck in. But please remember that poison can be deadly. So I ended up killing next door neighbour's cat, put on the neighbourhood watch list. If you do end up killing a neighbour's pet, you might get abuse on your front porch and paint thrown on your garage door. Of course, it's regrettable. It's not ideal. And I have covered that on another thread about the best paint stripper. Next question, it's Brendan, or it's Brenda N. How do you get rid of a wasp nest? Very common problem, this, mate, or love. I had this quite recently myself. I went up to the attic, found a nest the size of my head. I got up nice and close, shot my torch, mistake, because then they started flying out in large numbers. I only had a chance with my 16 ounce claw hammer to get one whack at it, spin it wide open, and now they're all coming at me. I emptied a can of right guard before my arse went, and I tried to escape back across the beams to the ladder. Tripped on an old carrier bag, tried to grab onto a rafter, gashed my arm on an old nail, and then went through the kitchen ceiling. I landed on my back, and when I thought, oh, this can't get any worse, my mum was making a beautiful curry goat, Levi root style. It went all over my legs and I got 3rd-degree burn. Thing is though, I'm not allergic to wasps. I got stung 19 times on my back, my neck. I can tell you, from experience, it's not easy. Thing is now though, they have full access to the kitchen via the cavity. Once they are alerted to your presence, they are alert. They are.
If you look after your community will look after you. Be a local legend. Donate what you can.